Okay, welcome back to Headbangers Ball. That was the new video from Everclear, Heart Spark, $, brilliant record, Sparkle and Fade, and it's a star-studded edition of Headbangers Ball tonight. Catching up with Fear Factory again in a little while, but right now it's time to say hello once again to Pantera, and I got Vinnie and Dimebag joining me here in London. And let me tell you, I've relied on 3 albums to kick metal up the arse in '96, Sepultura, Metallica, and the new Pantera album, and I am not disappointed. The Great Southern Trendkill is what it's called. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Just want to say, that's what the title's pretty much all about, isn't it?
Yep. It's just like, you know, we're putting the South on the map. Most people think of LA, New York, Seattle. That's where the bands from the States come from, but it's not true. There's a band from the South, Pantera, that's New Orleans and Dallas. And there's a really trendy thing out today. Everything's just a trend. There's a new flavor of the week, Pantera has remained true to what we do, our style. We're a heavy metal band, and we're just going to blaze right through that. That's what this Southern Trendkill is all about.
Absolutely. Well, I totally support that. Now, you know, if there was a cocktail called the Great Southern Trendkill, what would the ingredients be?
God damn. No, it's like, you know, we already got the Black Tooth Grin. That's a Seagram 7 or a shot of Crown with a splash of Coke. You know, so that would have to just, you know, intertwine with the Great Southern Trend cocktail.
But I'm talking sort of, if we were talking like musically, you get the Pantera groove.
Shit, just a fucking bunch of whatever it is, man, you know?
Well, tell us, we haven't heard, well, I've heard it, but the viewers haven't heard it yet.
Well, you want me to talk about drinks, man?
No, I want you to talk about the record.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck, man. Go get one and check it out, man. You know, we stayed true to our roots and, you know, hadn't lost our focus and our direction, our fire, you know?
Right.
And, our fans are our fucking fans. We ain't ever gonna let them down, you know? So, we definitely had it with the Great Southern Trendkill, so I'm real happy, real proud of the new record, so check it out.
It is. It's completely brutal, and I'm very glad you came back with such an ass-kicking record, it has to be said. Now, there's no new video yet, is there? But tell us very quickly about the first single that we're going to eventually see on Headbangers.
First single is Drag the Waters, and there will be a video for that, which hasn't been made yet, but within the next couple weeks it will be made, and you guys will be the first to get it, because these guys play what's happening today.
Absolutely. Well, because there isn't a new video, we're going to check out an old Pantera video, actually not from so long ago, 1994, Far Beyond Driven. We're going to check out Pantera, I'm Broken, and more from Pantera right after that. Pantera is still with me on Headbangers Ball. Vinnie, Dimebag, making a welcome return to the scene with their new album, The Great Southern Trendkill, out on Monday. And, you know, there has been talk that this album has gone back to kind of your earlier kind of sound, more the kind of Cowboys from Hell era, but you're never a band that goes back. So can you kind of explain those elements that you've incorporated and how you've gone forward as well, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's, to me, I describe it as almost a best of. It's kind of like, yeah, some elements from Cowboys from Hell, a little vulgar, and even further than Far Beyond fucking Driven. Shit, what am I saying? You know, but shit, we just did what was coming out of us at the time, you know? We go out and we cut the shit out back in my studio right behind my house, and it was like a, you know, got the keg, got the fucking whiskey, and we just go out there and just fucking tear it up, you know? Whatever was coming out, you know? And it wasn't like a conscious effort to make a record in a certain fashion. That's just, you know, Pantera doing what they do, and that's us doing what we do.
Right.
You know?
Okay. And like Dimebag said, you actually recorded in your own home studio. You actually had a studio built for recording this album, which is a bit of a Megadeth type thing to do, actually, but I'm sure it worked out very well. But
I don't know, we ain't never done nothing like Megadeth.
But the question is, you actually spent quite a bit longer in pre-production and working on demos and whatnot. How did that help you? Did that help you to kind of be more focused and like strip away the fat?
Yeah, well, I think what happened on this record is we did the demos, which we didn't have time to do demos on the last record. The last record we went right in the studio as we wrote each song, we recorded them, so it had a very spontaneous vibe, but we really truly didn't know what we had until we had finished the record. Whereas on this record, we had the opportunity to do the demos, you know, to sit back, look at the songs, and decide what we wanted to change, what we wanted to trim off, this and that and the other. And then we decided to build it right there at Dime's place because we liked the way the demo sounded. Didn't want to travel to Nashville like we did for the last record. We didn't want to have to travel an hour to the studio over in Dallas, an hour back. We just wanted to be able to go out there at 4 in the morning if we wanted to work at 4 in the morning,
Right.
2 in the afternoon, just whenever you're motivated and you feel like working, and it's right there.
Yeah.
So I called Terry up and said, dude, do you mind working in a studio that's been an unproven studio? We're going to build it. And he goes, I'll be there tomorrow. And he got on a plane, came out, helped us get it all in, and we went to work.
Sounds like a very kind of relaxed vibe. If you had, like you said, you had the beers out and
Right.
chilling out.
It was kind of an accidental occurrence. You know, I've always just wanted to have a jam room where we could jam and not get fucked with by the police and whatnot, you know. And started off just a jam room, then Riggs brought in the live recording gear that we tour with, and we set that up and started fucking around doing some demos, and we're like, man, why even move, you know? And so that's the fun we had.
Excellent. All right. Well, we got some more Pantera on the way in a moment, but right now we're going to take a look at a live studio performance from rising British band Above All. Their debut album, Domain, is out now, and it was actually produced by Alex Newport of Fudge Tunnel, if that's of any interest to you. And before we see the video for Prison, recorded right here at the Headbangers Ball studio, the singer Tony Maddox is going to sum up the album lyrically and musically for us. Headbangers Ball kicking back with Pantera. Welcome back. We're discussing the new Pantera album, The Great Southern Trendkill, with Vinnie and Dimebag. And my next question is just talking a little bit about the lyrics. I know Phil ain't here, but there's a...
Obviously, he's not here.
Well, you guys have got to do the talking,
Sure.
but he's obviously raging pretty much throughout the whole album. Can you kind of tell us if there's some kind of new subjects that have pissed him off this time around?
Well, just basically all his lyrics with all the Pantera records are very personal. They're songs that have happened to him in his life, songs that happened to the band collectively. He writes from the heart. That's the only way he knows how to write. He says what he feels. You know, he's very honest. It's very bold sometimes, and it's controversial sometimes, you know, and either you like it or you don't like it. That's all there is to it. You know, he's not making any political statements. He's not trying to change the world. He's just talking about things that happen to him in his life and how he feels, you know, and that relates to all of us, you know.
Right.
And that leads us nicely onto this two-part, well, this song that's in two parts, Suicide Note Part 1 and Suicide Note Part 2. Now, how did you come up with that?
One was just one of them deals. We woke up after doing a New Year's Eve gig the next morning, man, fucking just... I remember just looking at Phil going, what the fuck do you do now, you know? And we just looked over at the kegs, grabbed a cold beer.
As you do.
No, all night. Went over to the fucking 4-track room. I got a little 4-track room. We just sat down, and he had one of his buds down. This cat, Big Gross, plays keyboards and shit. Gross. And anyway, we just started jamming, man, and we just came up with it, and it wasn't really initially intended to even be on the record. And everybody's like, hey, man, that's pretty fucking cool, man. Y'all gonna put that on the record? And we're like, you know, and it just fit, man.
Yep.
You know, and then you got part 2.
Which rocks.
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right. Well, we're going to have a look at another very popular Pantera video here at Headbangers Ball. And a little bit earlier this one, we're going to check out This Love. So we got a few more moments to talk to Vinnie and Dimebag about the new album. Just a preliminary chat here because I'm sure we're going to be catching them again in the next few months. The Great Southern Trendkill out on Monday. And I was wondering, just because the viewers haven't heard it, could you maybe sum up what the extremes are on this album? By that I mean kind of the lightest thing to the most heavy, extreme, brutal thing. How wide a boundary is there?
I would just say this is a very broad record for us. The last record had one level. It was buzz, and it no let down. It was meant to kill, you know. This new record, same thing, meant to kill and dissect, but it has peaks and valleys in the music,
Yeah,
you know.
light
It
and
holds you
shade.
at this level. The extremities are more extreme than anything we've ever done, but then it also takes you down into some dark, moody, melodic sections, and then bam, right back in your face, you know. So there's it's a broader record, you know, and we all got to use our talents a little bit more on this record, as far as the guitar playing, the drumming. Philip with his vocals, he did a lot of things that we're all really happy about and proud of. You know, he used the whole range of his voice, you know, instead of just one thing that he does. So it's a broad record for us, and we're really happy. We feel like it's our very best record to date. We like
Of course. Good. Well said. And how do you keep kind of notching up the intensity and the brutality, but you still manage to keep melody there as well? How do you do that? Is it almost kind of thinking what's going to go down well in the live situation as well?
Yeah, that's in the back of the head all the time, you know, but man, if you cut me open right now, that's what's inside me, man. When I pick up, yeah, you got a knife now. When I pick up my guitar, you know, it's just what I do when he plays the fucking drums, you know. He's a muscle man, you know. He fucking pounds the shit. You know, same thing for the throat and same thing for Rex, you know. We just do what we do.
And it comes out. Pantera.
Cool.
Indeed. Now, quick question. When are you going to tour Europe? Because we heard you were playing at Dynamo this year.
False rumors, once again.
Damn.
Rumors travel fast. We'd love to play the Dynamo Festival, but it's just not time for us to go on tour yet. You know, we just finished this record 2 weeks ago. We've got some rehearsal. We've got a tour booked in the States, Pantera, White Zombie, and I Hate God. And one thing that we really want to do this time when we come to Europe is really bring an extremely strong package with us. We'll be here in November, and we're looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it already. Okay, actually now if you guys could just stick around because we're just going to bring Fear Factory in a moment.
We gotta go, man. We gotta haul.
Yeah, but very quickly we're going to cross over to Switzerland and we're going to check out a tour report from the Crossover 2000 tour featuring Marauder, Stuck Mojo and Power of Expression. And then after that we're just going to all be back to say goodbye, and Fear Factory are going to ask some questions also to Pantera. So see you after this tour report. Okay, that was a look at the festivities from the Crossover 2000 tour, Marauder, Stuck Mojo, Power of Expression. Check it out if you can. It's a really good lineup, still doing the rounds in Europe. And here at Headbangers Ball, we're just about winding up tonight's show. And I must say, it's been great to have two fantastic bands crammed into the same show, Fear Factory, Pantera. And before we go, I think...
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
What? Before we...
Vanessa, don't forget
All right,
Vanessa,
okay, me.
the
Okay.
wonderful host.
Thank you very
Right
much.
on,
Right on. Yeah. Can you actually? You got to teach me some sayings here because I really like all your right on and.
Let's have it
Yeah,
out here.
Yeah, that'd be good. Can we do that afterwards? Because I think Dino's got a question for you about
Let's
your
get
new
it out.
record.
I want to know about the T-shirt story. You've been talking about it. Let's hear it. Come on. Come on.
We got to do that.
No, actually,
man.
I have a serious question.
All right, let's have a serious question.
I've been lucky enough to hear the record, and I think like the second to last song, "The Underground in America," is fucking
Yeah.
a ripping track because the tuning is heavy as fuck.
Right.
And I just want to know, is that a dedication to like the underground fans in America, underground metal bands?
No.
What's it
no,
about?
Man. I
What's it
tell you
about?
exactly what that song is about, man. Lyrically, that song is about the underground in America. In our opinion, is truly no longer the underground. It's a fucking trend. Everybody thinks that they're part of the fucking underground now, and it's not fucking the underground anymore. It's what that fucking song is about. Period.
Well, you heard it there.
That's what the title track's about as well, though, isn't
The
it?
title track's about the fucking trendy bullshit of today. When you turn on the radio and this band sounds exactly like this fucking band, that sounds exactly like this fucking band, it's fucking trendy bullshit, and it's all gonna be gone in a week.
It ain't gonna last.
You know, it's just bullshit.
Because you're going to kick its ass.
Not because we're gonna kick its ass. The fans don't want to fucking hear that. They'll hear it for a while and they'll get sick of it. You know.
You get sick of all
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
copy.
it'll
Yeah.
kick its own ass. You could have said it better, man.
Trends are like zits, man. They grow up, they pop, and then they go away, man. It's the end of it.
And Bert, did you have a question?
Are the lyrics going to be printed in the record?
The lyrics are all printed
Fucking
in the record. You can read every one of them. Philip's proud of every word he writes. He writes, like I said, very bold words. You need to read the lyrics and pay attention to what they fucking say. Don't misinterpret them. Don't take them out of context. Read and understand before you make fucking stupid conclusions about what he has to say. And that's all there is to it.
Well, thank you very much for that. Thanks to everybody. And before we go, we just want to let you know what's happening tomorrow night in Birmingham.
Yeah.
What is happening tomorrow night in Birmingham at the XL's nightclub?
A lot of drinking.
I know we're going to be there partying our ass off. That's all I know.
That's right.
And so is Pantera.
Yes, we are. It's the Pantera. They call it launching party here in England. We call it record release party, but we're going to be there, and I guarantee you we're going to crank some Fear Factory on the PA. We're going to crank some Pantera. We're going to crank some good music, and we're going to drink a lot of damn drinks and have a good time.
And am I invited?
You're absolutely invited. That's
Everybody's
sounds-
invited,
man.
Everybody's down to
that's a
that.
dumb question.
That sounds very fun. Okay, so tomorrow night, XL's nightclub in Birmingham. If you're watching in the UK, get yourself down there. It's Fear Factory and Pantera, both in the house at XL's tomorrow night. So you can check the guys out there. Check out Fear Factory at the Forum on Sunday, kicking off their Headbangers Ball European Tour presentation. And that's just about it for tonight, apart from to say thank you very much to Fear Factory for hanging out and helping me with the show. And also, it's been great talking to Vinnie and Dimebag from Pantera, and we'll be catching them again very soon. Watch out for the new video, Drag the Waters, coming in 2 weeks or so. So we just say, see ya.
Thank you.
What about the t-shirt story?
Cut.
God.
Nobody's seen this for 100 years.